Well, you find us here. You find Neil and I here. That's Neil and Dave here on a Sunday afternoon. We've just had a little visit to the... where were we again, Neil?
Bridge of Allen Brewery. Allen Water. Allen... oh god.
And he was the driver, by the way. So I've had myself a lovely pint of, it was 80 shilling or something from Bridge of Allen. Very nice. So we decided that this would be a good time to just introduce what we want Still Talk to be. And we talk about this often, and it's just very hard to get it into sort of, well, the right order.
Yeah.
Because we want to do so much.
So much with so little.
So much with so little. You join Neil and I on a Sunday afternoon up here in the Still Talk, what would you call it? The Still Talk pool room?
In the attic.
In the attic, the Still Talk attic. Now, as we talk our way through what we were going to do with Still Talk, you may see that we're playing, I was going to use a word there that we're not allowed to use, we're playing around here with
playing in the attic.
some stuff. So this is just one of the little crazy ideas that we've had, where we wondered if we can improve on something that's not really requiring to be improved on. But in theory, if you buy our own little oak casks, which we've since found out aren't actually oak casks, at the very best they're possibly fruit wood, at the very worst some kind of rubber wood from Africa. But we've filled this little cask with, well, cheap plonk supermarket dark rum, and it's been in here now for 4 to 6 weeks, and I know we should maybe be a bit more accurate in case we get something absolutely spot on, and we'll look back in this record for details of which we don't actually have. So I reckon it's been in here
4 to 6 weeks.
4 to 6 weeks. That's no 4 to 6 weeks, that's 4 to 6 weeks. So, and it's already, we've already got a wee, we've got a wee issue.
No, I was going to say you.
Oh no, well, we're going to do that, you're right enough. I thought it was just my age because we were kind of siphoning off there, but we just need to put a bit of air tilt in it.
So you think this has changed any flavour since we went in?
Well, I'm not thinking that the...
No, but even though we want to be sure if has that been tainted by the barrel in the first place.
Yeah, and I forgot that we were supposed to taste the rum beforehand.
Yes.
But to be honest, I'm not much of a rum handy anyway.
No.
We'll feed it to the...
But we'll be able to tell if it's off or if there's something wrong with it.
We'll feed it to the guests. Feed it to the kids.
So much did that take?
So these little wooden barrels that you buy in various whisky shops or online, I suppose, they hold exactly a bottle of whisky. What's that, 750 millilitres? And you buy these little casks, I believe, for around £20
£20,
now?
yep, £20, £25. Yep.
So a bottle of supermarket rum, £10, and to be honest, we can reuse. Now this isn't actually all evaporated into or saturation into the cask. I believe that my wife Steph had a couple of tipples before it went in there. So here we have a bottle of supermarket rum, which has now been in here for a couple of weeks. So Neil and I headed off.
Doesn't smell that bad.
Does it not smell that bad?
It's alright.
I'll stick to the Caol Ila.
Yeah.
The Caol Ila. Neil and I, last weekend, took a couple of mates through to Edinburgh, and we went up to the Johnnie Walker experience, which we'd highly recommend. Very educational little trip. So, Johnnie Walker, long time favourite of mine, came upon Caol Ila purely because we've done the island tours, the Isla tour a couple of times now, and it's a winner. I mean, it's just Isla. It really is just Isla. But it's quite hard to get your hands on and not that well known because Johnnie Walker buys a good share of it. So we learnt various things last weekend, so we wondered if we were taking some of the finest Johnnie Walker Black Label here and some of the Caol Ila, which is in theory maybe 10-20% in here already. Could we boost the Johnnie Walker's flavour. Could we, and I'm not suggesting out blend Johnnie Walker,
Not just that.
arguably the best blender that there ever was. So this is much more of a sort of a light-hearted approach to distilling.
Yeah, not the most
Not
scientific.
distilling. Not the most scientific to blending yet.
We'll maybe get to a more scientific one at some point.
So
This is
what we have here now is this lovely. Still smells like timber. We just leave that in there, so we're just going to add to the flavour, right? So we have here a little, did you call that a funnel? One of the most recognisable noises in the world, and everyone always talks about corks, but just listen. Eh?
But can you tell that's a bottle of whiskey as opposed to a bottle of vodka or a bottle of
Well, it's good noise either way. Right, so we're going to put in, we're going to accurately, you say that word, and I'll pour
Are
it
you doing this? Are you putting...
I'm going to go
So you're not accurately doing anything?
Well, we are. We're going to see if there's a mark on the bottle that we can stop at.
Is it?
Not yet.
Oh, you're just making up the bottle, the mark.
Well, I mean, it's none of us know what we're doing, so we're just going to... So what we've figured, right, is so far we haven't wasted
Anything?
the rum, because the rum is rum, and it can be reused as something else.
Yeah.
And it's certainly not quality rum anyway. So, the Johnnie Walker in a supermarket near you was the low end at the £20. So this is the first gamble that we are, and this is I am a big fan of this bottle of whiskey. So if this goes wrong, I do lose the bottle of Johnnie Walker.
And half a bottle of Caol Ila.
Well, not putting half a bottle of Caol. Easy up there, boy.
So how are you going to know how...
So this is what I'm saying, we're going to go, right? So we're not at the bottom of the diagonal black.
Who ever thought of putting labels on diagonally?
Well, marketing genius, isn't it?
Yeah, but...
So this is the genius.
Was it marketing genius, or was it the fact that it was much easier to put something on squint than it is to put it on straight?
Johnnie Walker had absolutely no way of knowing the future. He had no way of knowing television. He had no way of understanding what you have to pay, what you pay to get things.
Yeah.
So you watch any film, especially American movies, you go to the bar, product placement, the people who pay, their bottle faces the right direction. The people who don't pay, the bottle faces the wrong direction. Problem is that modern day has got this little thing on it. But with Johnnie Walker, even if the bottle's facing the wrong way, you know it's Johnnie Walker because the label's squint. Now he had no way of knowing that way back when he came up with that idea, but marketing genius, just marketing genius. Either that or the machine was faulty.
I think originally it was just easier to put on squint.
So, for future reference, we've taken Johnnie Walker. This is assuming the labels are in the same place. Gotta be.
Well, aye, this day and age, they're going to be.
So we're going to take the old Caol Ila here. This is a 12 years old. So they're actually both 12 years old, which means that our blend
12-year-old blend.
is a 12-year-old blend. But obviously this is a bit harder.
Why?
Well, this is 12-year-old Caol Ila.
No, it's a bit more teardrop.
I think we're not wanting to overdo the.
It's what you put in about a quarter bottle.
So I think for future reference, what we actually require is a dipstick. And you'd have to sterilise it, because if we're intending leaving this in here barrel.
Yeah, but the whiskey will sterilise it anyway. Alcohol will sterilise it. You see in all the movies,
I can't
folk
find.
cut themselves and to get the bullet cut out of them. What do they do?
Oh yeah,
Pour a bit of whiskey on it.
the portion of whiskey. So
Yeah. Watch the movies.
we'll pour some out of the Johnnie Walker.
Are you going to keep going until it overflows? I do kind of regret that I'm driving today because the smell of all this whiskey is quite appealing.
Oh, there we go, look at that.
Oh. Right, no. Oh.
We're down to the bottom of his feet.
So now he's putting it back together.
So anyway, we're actually here to tell you that something's changed.
Eyes cross-threaded.
Yeah.
That's a wee bit more.
And they can see that the tap's upside down.
Upside down. Something's not.
Right. Did you have a pen earlier? Did I see you with a pen earlier?
I thought we were going to scorch it on.
With a Scotch or whatever.
Aye. Well, that's how we were going to. No, okay.
No, we're not going to Scotch.
We need a pen.
Something a little bit
Might explode.
Right.
Pen.
So,
no, I don't have a pen. Oh,
anyway,
right
what we've done today, and I'm pretty sure that if you go on the old interweb, and I'm pretty sure that it'll tell you many things, that many reasons why you don't try what we've just done today.
Just destroyed a bottle of Black Label and what was left of the Caol Ila.
Well, I'll tell you, I've demolished some Black Label quickly in my time, but I've never demolished that quickly.
Just as a wee interlude, well, maybe ask Michael how we pronounce this. What do you think? Do you think we should? I think we should ask Michael how we pronounce this.
Caol Ila.
And we're back.
You're back. But seriously, if you're at a loose end and you want something to do, head through to Edinburgh, pop into the Johnnie Walker experience. You'll be taken up the stairs or the lift, because it is 6 stories up, 6 flights up, 6, 7, 6 flights up.
Hopefully upstairs. Or
You're-
left, yeah.
You're taken in, you've got 5, they explain the blend, you've got 5 good sized measures.
Before we go forwards, did you not think that lift is more of a time capsule? They open some doors, you go into this box, you stand there for a wee while, they open the doors again.
You don't stand there for a wee while, you stand there for a split second.
Ah,
The doors close, the doors open, you're there.
you're somewhere else.
It's cool. So now that we've achieved our little experiment for today,
So how long are we going to leave that on there?
well, ideally, if we leave it a year,
You're
so
gonna
next spring,
You're going to leave some whiskey in a barrel
well,
on tap for a year? Yeah, okay.
so do you think we need to come up with some sort of, we should maybe put a bolt in there rather than a tap?
That might have been a better option.
No, we're going to leave that in there for a year, and
I know if my son had
See-
anything to
see
do with
what
it, you come back in a year and it'd be tea, it'd be a...
yeah, exchanged.
Ah.
No, well, there's usually a bottle lying around that we don't need to publish from our little experiment. But this is just one of the things, the ideas, the nonsense that Neil and I will get up to once we actually get started. We've got many creative ideas. Some of them might be really good ideas, and some of them might not be very good ideas.
Probably most of them are not.
Probably most of them will be very good
But
ideas.
if you've got any ideas at all, anything you want to try, anything at all, just let us know in the comments.
The next idea involves blowtorches, which is, we won't be doing that up here though, we'll be doing that
We'll
downstairs,
do that outside.
Yeah. where there is less flammable substances, including
Yeah.
me.
I'm
But,
going to call it.
Neil just came up with a point there that if we have taken
I think,
Scotch whisky and blended it, that now makes us blenders, and we now get to call this
well, I think
something.
you've got, well,
We've got Clear,
oh,
and we have Johnnie Walker.
well, it's obviously Johnnie Ila.
Johnnie Ila.
Johnnie Ila.
So you are actually looking at the one and only barrel of
Johnnie Ila.
Johnnie Ila.
Johnnie Ila.
And
Yes. And I think that's...
I can't even say that. So we have a bottle of, we have a cask of Johnnie Ila.
No, Johnnie Ila.
Johnnie Ila. So
Johnnie Ila.
it sounds like some kind of Star Wars character. Johnnie Ila. Well, I'll let you spell it.
It's obviously in honour of Michael, but anyway.
It's in honour of Michael's little trip to Johnnie Walker in Edinburgh.
Yes.
Which was an excellent day out, as I said before. If you're at a loose end, head through Johnnie Walker. Right, so we'll put our little cask of Johnnie Ila up the far end there.
Of course, we do need to sort out our continuity here because in between those two bits we've magically got 3 bottles of something.
Right, so
I think this is for me.
we're now getting rid of this sample.